You're welcome.
Carl, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Hello, councillors. I'm here really as a resident to, I guess, prick conscience. So I'm a resident of Harewood, business owner, land development consultant, and have been working with Christchurch City Council for 30 years or so. A lot of people are resistant or would resist the rates rises, and I'm giving some conditional support to that on the proviso that you're good custodians of that money. And my observation has been, since the 90s, there has been sort of a wee bit of a decline. In the 90s, they had a wonderful mission statement up on the walls, giving value and being valued, and I think that has certainly deteriorated. And I guess I'm asking that council gets back to its core role and not spending our money on projects that aren't serving the broader community rather than special interest groups. So for me, infrastructure, the public services, and promoting community and business activity. As part of that, I don't really want to see the local council, local government, duplicating what should be the central government's role, spending money on things like social housing and the like. If there was extra money, great, but it's not, in my opinion, what the local government should be doing. Infrastructure, public services, and that community and business promotion. Now, I did submit on the Wings to Wheels, and I don't necessarily want to relitigate it, but again, I would use that as an example of maybe some special interest groups. To me, hijacking the process, I'm actually for things like cycleways, but where I can see some, in my opinion, poor decisions, I'd like to see a cheaper option, a better outcome option, and the money that is saved from that redirected into other areas. I talked before about business promotion, community promotion. If there was money saved from those infrastructure items, things like Arana Park or the Arts Centre, which attract people to Christchurch or provide a public service to our residents, I would like to see that money more wisely used. And I know council can't necessarily be run as a business, but I don't think it would hurt from a little bit more of the business mindset. So I guess to recap, conditional support on rates rises because we do need to pay for these activities, but be good custodians of that money and return to the core role. If there's money left over, then we can look at those non-core role activities.
Thank you. Pauline.
Yeah, thank you. Just to clarify, do you realise that the community housing and social housing that council delivers is via a trust, the Otatahi Housing Trust, and there's no impact on rates?
Okay.
And it's not rates funded, so it's totally ring-fenced. So do you understand that?
Yeah, I can understand that.
That's good.
Perception again
Yeah.
is what I understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay, thank you very much for making the effort. Oh, sorry. Tyler.
Sorry, mate. Kia ora, Kyle. How are you, mate? Just have one question, was around business promotion and particularly talking about the CBD. I wanted to ask you what your thoughts are around supporting homeless communities around the city.
Well, if it's negatively impacting the broader community, yes, in support of that. But again, I would prefer money that council is receiving that goes to the greater good rather than more minority.
Gotcha. Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Okay. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you very much. Oh, Sarah. Sorry. Hands popping up.
I'm interested in your definition of minority groups within the community, because my impression is that almost everyone within the city would be part of one group or another that makes up a minority of the city.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a sort of, we hear from lots of residents that their things are important, but between them I think everyone is part of some sort of minority group that might want something. How do you handle that?
If I take Wings to Wheels, the community that was mostly affected is, I don't think was adequately heard. And then the number of people that are going to use, say, that Wings to Wheels compared to what that money could be doing for a greater good, that's what I was meaning by minority. It's more, I would prefer to see benefit to a larger group rather than a very narrow group.
So for example, our disability community, if we're doing work with our disability community and we're spending money on making things more accessible, you would rather that money be spent on a group, on things that help everyone instead?
Potentially, but not necessarily to the exclusion of. That goes broader to a broader part of our community and people that visit.
Right.
I understand where you're coming from,
Yeah,
but
it's really tough, right?
I'm not saying that any of this is easy,
Yeah.
but I just want more bang for buck from the spend.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good on you. Warwick, please.